chosen soul, sacred vessel of celestial brilliance, in this precise, unrepeatable moment, as these words resonate deep within your inner being, the unwavering gaze of the heavenly realms is fixed upon you with an intensity you can barely comprehend. The entire assembly of the higher spiritual planes is positioned at a level of readiness rarely seen, and it is all for your sake, driven by your divine contract. Can you sense it? This powerful, almost electrical current surging through your spirit. It is not merely a flicker of hope or a random thought. It is an undeniable divine acknowledgement, a powerful sign that the universe is shifting its colossal weight for you. Today, this very moment in the seamless tapestry of time, a sacred aperture, a window of profound opportunity is opening, and it is doing so exclusively for you. Within the span of exactly 3 solar hours, your life is not just going to see small changes, it is destined to experience a deep and irreversible transformation, a celestial intervention that will rewrite the very foundation of your reality. Do not allow yourself to be misled by any earthly distractions or the simple ticking of a clock. Your encounter with this message right now is an event that was preordained, written into the stars before you took your first breath. The mighty spiritual forces that govern the immense cosmos have meticulously, flawlessly orchestrated this divine convergence, guiding every single one of your footsteps, every tear, every whispered prayer to bring you right to this threshold. I come to you now vested with the full, unchallengeable authority of the Archangel Michael, the great defender and warrior of light, and he commands that you give your absolute, undivided attention to every single word that follows. This current second, this delicate intersection of the eternal and the temporal, carries a significance that is monumental. To dismiss it, to scroll past it, or to treat it with casual indifference would be a risk you take at your own peril. For instead of the triumphant tears of joy and ultimate relief you have prayed for, only the sharp, agonizing pangs of regret will surely follow. The celestial doorway that you have been so desperately seeking, the one that seemed bolted shut against your hopes, is at this very moment being unlocked. Close your eyes for a second and listen not with your ears, but with your soul. Hear the sound of the intricate divine mechanisms turning and moving with powerful precision, all aligning in your favor. Right now, as I speak, the heavenly scribes are etching your full name, your true spiritual designation, into the enduring ledger of divine favor, a book of blessings and vindication. If you choose to ignore this powerful heaven-sent communication, this divine encounter which was prepared with painstaking detail specifically for you, the blessing, the great opportunity, the release will remain forever unclaimed, forever undiscovered, tucked away in the shadows of what if. This, precisely this, is why the Archangel Michael issues his decree with such immediate and fierce urgency. Receive this entire message into your spirit in its complete form. Absorb its truth. Your very presence, your deep willingness to listen to these words now, is the absolute confirmation that the concentrated spotlight of the heavens is currently illuminating your path, shining only on you. When the focused, purposeful attention of the Creator of all things fixes itself upon your life, there is absolutely no earthly or spiritual force, no opposition, no doubt, that can successfully impede the manifestation of your imminent, spectacular miracle. Take a moment now, pause, breathe deep into your very core and recenter your restless spirit. Your presence here is not just luck, it is an ordered event, a mandatory meeting set by the cosmos. The divine choreography of the universe guided every single decision, every minute circumstance that culminated in your arrival at this exact, essential juncture. I ask only one thing of you, and it is simple but paramount. Remain with the full force of this message until its absolute conclusion. Shield yourself fiercely against all forms of distraction, whether internal or external, and maintain an unwavering, diamond-like focus. For contained within the structure of these words is nothing less than your ultimate divine lifeline, your deeply hidden blessing, and your guaranteed non-negotiable opportunity to fundamentally and permanently transform your entire destiny. And to you, chosen vessel, I say this: to remain perpetually connected to this continuous, powerful flow of celestial guidance, you must make the conscious choice to stay connected with us. Every single celestial directive you miss, every warning you dismiss, every confirmation you fail to hear, causes a delay in the full, magnificent arrival of a blessing that was specifically designed and destined just for you. But when you remain vigilantly attentive, when you choose to listen with a sincere, open heart, magnificent, life-altering miracles do not wait for you to search for them. They manifest with explosive force exactly where you are standing right now. Ndaki, Michael himself declares, monumental, life-altering news is rapidly approaching your threshold. Within the aforementioned 3 hours, a powerful, unstoppable current from the very throne of heaven will flow directly into the seemingly impenetrable core of your most difficult, most challenging circumstances. If you choose to turn away, if you allow yourself to be distracted, if you consciously ignore this divine and urgent notification, those bitter tears of regret will undeniably and certainly find you, and they will be overwhelming. Do not, under any circumstance, allow that tragic outcome to become the final testament of your spiritual journey. Receive this truth, this powerful declaration, with complete, unyielding openness. O Anointed One, you must understand the powerful spiritual reason why your heart is currently racing, why your entire chest feels warm with a deep, inexplicable tremor in this very moment. Your profound soul recognizes the immense, monumental truth that your limited, rational, conscious mind has not yet permitted itself to fully grasp or process. Something grand, something extraordinary, which has been intentionally kept hidden, protected, and nurtured for a very long time, is now preparing with incredible momentum to spectacularly emerge and break forth into your physical life. Your ordinary physical sight cannot detect the sheer scale of the shift, cannot visualize the power of the light that is coming, but your awakened spirit feels it with the absolute certainty and conviction of the supercharged atmosphere just moments before a mighty, cleansing lightning bolt strikes. It is electrical, it is unsettling, it is an undeniable and powerful proclamation of an imminent, massive transformation. The unchangeable celestial decree has been issued and cannot be revoked. The great angelic forces, the legions of Michael, have taken their respective positions around you. These coming 3 hours are not just arbitrary units of time measured by the clock on your wall or your phone. They represent a divine portal, a majestic celestial gate that is now wide open. When you intentionally step through it with full awareness and belief, your seemingly unyielding, stubborn circumstances will undergo a profound, foundational, and permanent transformation that will astound everyone. But, and heed this warning, if you choose to wander past this open gate, distracted, indifferent, and casually dismissive, the opportunity will vanish instantly, and the shadow of relentless, haunting regret will pursue you without mercy. The Archangel Michael speaks now with a powerful, absolute authority that brooks no argument. Hear this truth in its fullness. He is standing powerfully before you right now, his celestial sword already unsheathed and blazing with light, his magnificent wings spread wide, embodying the very essence of spiritual understanding. And he is declaring, I have personally engaged in fierce spiritual warfare, a battle you will never know the full details of, solely to deliver this one non-negotiable message directly to your spirit. Do not discard it. Do not question its timing. Do not delay your immediate faithful response. The spiritual dimension, the higher plane of existence, operates with an almost terrifying, perfect, and exceptional precision that the human world has forgotten. When heaven declares the word now, it means precisely that. Now. Not later, not tomorrow, not in the next week, but this very second. The perfect synchronous moment is here. Exactly this, is the core reason why this specific, unique message successfully reached you, overcoming every barrier and opposition, because your individual, sacred, divine timing and the perfect, precise schedule of the heavens have finally, gloriously, and irrevocably synchronized in a powerful alignment that will shift everything. Remember for a moment those innumerable nights you spent crying in silence, whispering your most desperate prayers into the sodden material of your pillow, endlessly questioning and wondering if your deepest, most urgent petitions had even been heard, if they had floated away like smoke. Recall those seemingly endless grinding days when the light of hope appeared to wither and die, when every single promise that was given to you seemed forgotten, buried under a mountain of impossibility. Know this with a certainty that anchors your soul, O chosen one. The Creator of the universe has never for one solitary second forgotten you, your tears or your struggle. Every single tear you have ever shed in your most private, dark moments has been carefully collected and preserved, held safely within the sacred, jeweled vessels of the higher heavens, acting as a testament to your endurance. Every heavy, heartfelt sigh you ever breathed out in pain was meticulously recorded, noted down in the divine archives. And now, in this extraordinary season, those very divine records are being flung wide open, their pages turning to your chapter. Your time of great spiritual liberation has finally and irrevocably arrived. Your long-awaited good news is rapidly approaching your life, moving with the powerful, unyielding force of a mighty river that is successfully shattering every single obstruction, every dam, every barrier that stood in its path. You must therefore embrace this precise, glorious moment with your full, unreserved being. Look deep within yourself right now. Acknowledge that powerful, undeniable stirring, that unique, unmistakable warmth and profound peace that is rapidly spreading through your chest, warming your heart. That is your spiritual confirmation. That is the comforting, empowering hand of Archangel Michael resting firmly upon your shoulder, declaring with full conviction, yes, chosen one, this entire message, this truth, this promise is specifically and personally for you. When the deep, purposeful divine movement begins in the unseen realm, your finely tuned spirit immediately recognizes it, senses the shift, long before your logical human intellect has the time or capacity to fully process the facts. Do not, I implore you, silence that powerful inner knowing with the deafening noise of manufactured doubt or logical analysis. Trust it completely, implicitly, for it is nothing less than a direct, powerful command issuing from the throne of heaven straight into the waiting chamber of your soul. Now, visualize, truly see in your mind's eye the incredible reality that awaits you when you deliberately choose to fling open your heart completely to this truth in this moment. The heavy, crushing burdens that you have carried with such weariness for what seems like a lifetime will dissolve instantly, evaporating like morning mist in the midday sun. Stubborn, seemingly permanent situations that once filled you with such paralyzing dread and deep-seated fear will spectacularly transform themselves into powerful, undeniable testimonies of divine intervention that will be spoken of for generations. Doors that you had absolutely believed were permanently sealed, bolted shut by fate and circumstance, are about to swing wide open with a resonant sound that will echo powerfully through the corridors of eternity itself. Those people who surround your life, your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, will marvel. They will be utterly astonished by your sudden, overwhelming and profound transformation. They will endlessly question and wonder aloud what earth-shattering event occurred. What was the sudden catalyst? And you, with absolute inner certainty and deep, calm knowing, will know the definitive answer. It was because you paid attention, you received, and you acted upon the urgent divine message that single-handedly delivered your powerful breakthrough. Understand this essential truth, O chosen vessel. If you ignore this message, if you choose to turn away and close the vital door of your heart, if you choose to delay or put off your immediate faithful response, this non-recurring opportunity will slip away from your grasp like fine sand. You will find yourself weeping, not because the divine power is cruel or unfeeling, but because you consciously allowed the uniquely designated perfect moment to pass you by and become nothing but a memory of what could have been. Heaven is eternally compassionate, yes, but heaven also fundamentally respects the sacred boundaries of divine timing and the law of cause and effect. This is precisely why the Archangel Michael is speaking with such compelling, imperative urgency. This is precisely why this specific, unique message stands out, distinctly separate from anything else you have ever encountered or heard before in your life. These are not merely well-crafted words or empty platitudes. This is your divine lifeline, delivered at the exact second you needed it most. Before we continue to the next part of this profound revelation, I want to ask you to seal your energy and intent with a powerful declaration. Write this mantra in the comments right now. The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness that tries to approach. This potent affirmation seals your faith, affirms your courage, and solidifies your spiritual rebirth. After you have written it, take a deep breath and return your full focus here, because we are just scratching the surface of what heaven is revealing. Now let's consider for a moment the profound spiritual opposition that has been ramped up and intensified around you so very recently. Why have sudden worries, persistent financial issues, and deep-seated doubts been ruthlessly bombarding your mind with such ferocity? It is because the unseen adversary, the one who desires your failure, accurately foresaw the glorious arrival of this exact moment. He knew with absolute certainty that if you successfully received the core of this powerful message, if you consciously remained attentive and fully embraced its truth, his destructive influence and crushing authority over your life would be instantaneously, permanently, and spectacularly shattered. This, and only this, explains the intense spiritual skirmishes, the small daily battles that have been raging unseen all around you. Yet here you are, still present, still listening intently, still reading, still breathing, still divinely chosen for victory. And because you are here now, listening to this, the enemy has already irrevocably lost this particular defining battle, and the time for his full retreat is at hand. And if this message has powerfully resonated with the deep chambers of your heart up to this very point, and you feel the sincere desire to support this mission so that this light can reach other souls who are also standing at their breaking point, I humbly ask you to click on the Yun Super Thanks, Valo Demai button. This small yet profound act of generosity helps to keep this sacred mission alive, ensuring that we can continue to deliver powerful light and hope to those who feel they have completely lost all hope. Your immense gratitude is truly a powerful blessing. Now, listen as Michael, the mighty warrior, proclaims this truth. The divine announcement that is rapidly preparing to manifest fully in your life is not a trivial event. It is not an ordinary occurrence that can be easily ignored. It is designed to powerfully upend your status quo. It will fundamentally and permanently transform the very atmosphere surrounding your being, but it will also elevate you to majestic heights of peace, joy, and prosperity that you previously could not have even imagined were possible for you. When heaven speaks the word good news, it does not mean a temporary easing of pressure or a small passing relief. It means absolute, permanent, fundamental transformation that is rooted in eternity. It means blessings of such magnitude and permanence that absolutely no one, no human, no circumstance, no spiritual force can ever successfully revoke them or take them away from you. It means the manifestation of grand, sweeping miracles that are so powerful they will successfully rewrite entire, painful chapters of your life story, correcting every wrong. This is the profound divine destiny that now waits for you, but only if you choose to embrace this powerful, fragile moment with your whole, undivided heart, stepping fully into the faith it requires. Therefore, I issue this powerful command. Prepare yourself. Prepare your mind, your heart, and your spirit to believe wholeheartedly. Stop wasting valuable energy questioning why it took such a frustratingly long time to arrive, and immediately begin to offer thanks and powerful gratitude to the Creator that it is finally happening. Now, only then will you truly perceive what the great angels are currently seeing, hear what the heavens are loudly proclaiming, and experience the powerful, deep fulfillment that your soul has been craving with such intensity for such a long, long time. Chosen one, do not, under any circumstances, allow this precious divine appointment to slip away from your grasp. You have wept enough tears. You have endured more than your fair share of crushing difficulty. You have questioned and doubted for far too long. The time for passivity is now over. This is the magnificent, non-negotiable moment to powerfully rise up, to stand tall in your new reality, and to definitively claim that which rightfully, legally, and spiritually belongs to you, a heritage that was sealed for you long ago. These upcoming 3 hours are intensely enveloped in pure destiny and profound purpose, and you, personally, are the chosen, designated, and pre-selected recipient of its bounty. Understand this with absolute clarity. Your very presence here, listening to this, is not an insignificant accident of fate. The mighty celestial clock, the universe's perfect timepiece, guided you with unerring precision to this exact minute, this essential reading. 3 hours might seem like a fleeting, minor interval to the limited perception of human understanding, but in the limitless measure of eternity, 3 hours provide more than enough time for the divine power to fundamentally transform an entire, complex human life. It is enough time for the majestic angels to powerfully release countless victories over every single enemy. It is enough time for every single chain, every shackle, every spiritual or emotional prison you believed could never fall away, to be spectacularly broken forever. Precisely this, is why the Archangel Michael commands, do not discard the magnitude of this message. Do not allow your precious, vital attention to wander, even for a second, because every single second you remain engaged, focused, and listening, you are actively drawing pure, potent divine light directly into the core of your destined future. Now consider deeply the countless times you asked yourself, whispering your longing into the void, when, oh when, will my season of blessing finally arrive? When will these stubborn, unmoving circumstances finally and dramatically change in my favor? You have witnessed others rising, seen others rejoicing in their bounty, watched as others received their major breakthroughs, and you silently, agonizingly wondered if heaven had somehow overlooked you, forgotten your file, or chosen another. Hear this truth and let it permanently settle into your soul. You were never ever forgotten. You were not overlooked. Instead, you were being fiercely protected, meticulously guarded, and spiritually preserved, waiting in the wings for this very exact, perfect hour. Your seemingly endless season of painful, frustrating waiting absolutely terminates now, today, right now, and the deep, abiding divine joy, your long-awaited reward, will rise up in your life with the unstoppable force of the glorious dawn after a long night. But you must also understand this solemn, powerful truth. Far too many souls tragically miss their divine visitation. They move on. They casually discard the message. They shrug their shoulders, saying, maybe later when I have more time. And in that precise, fatal moment of dismissal, The mighty miracle that was hovering, waiting to descend upon their circumstances, immediately and silently retreats, turning away forever. Do not under any circumstance follow that path of tragic omission. Do not commit the catastrophic, irreversible error of treating this powerful message, this moment of destiny, with any form of lightheartedness or casual disregard. If you do, a devastating regret, a consuming fire of what if, will ravage your heart beyond the power of any words to describe. Michael, the great warner, cries out with all his strength to prevent you from falling into that soul-crushing trap. Can you feel that sudden, inexplicable weight, that powerful spiritual pressure pressing down upon your very spirit right now as you read these words? That feeling is not oppression or darkness. It is glory. It is the unmistakable presence of heaven firmly placing its sacred seal upon you, designating you, marking you as the chosen one for this specific, unique, and powerful revelation. This divine seal is the absolute, non-negotiable confirmation that the profound, life-altering event that is rapidly approaching your life cannot be successfully stopped by any force. This great divine announcement is not limited in its power or scope to just one single aspect of your life. It is all-encompassing. It will radically transform your physical health, radically heal and restore your most important relationships, absolutely stabilize and multiply your finances, and bring a deep, enduring peace to your often turbulent mind. The spiritual liberation that is being released now is total, comprehensive, and complete. Mentally right now, open the palms of your hands completely. Visualize yourself releasing every lingering fear, every anxiety that binds you, every persistent, nagging doubt that whispers failure. You cannot, it is physically and spiritually impossible to simultaneously carry the heavy burden of fear and fully embrace the spectacular incoming blessing. You must consciously choose to release one in order to wholeheartedly embrace the other. The Archangel Michael, great warrior of light, orders you now, release the paralyzing fear, release the binding doubt, embrace the glorious miracle that is already in motion. Listen closely to this powerful secret, O chosen one. In the unseen, bustling, powerful kingdom of the spiritual realm, countless angelic beings, your personal support system, are rapidly preparing to enter your physical domain. Some are carrying majestic scrolls, unrolling them, and on those scrolls is written your full name, your spiritual identity, and they contain pages of incredible good news, massive opportunities, powerful confirmations, and glorious surprises that will fill you with overwhelming, unimaginable joy. Others are wielding celestial, flaming swords, actively and powerfully removing every single adversary, every stubborn, long-standing obstacle, every hindrance from your newly cleared path. And still others are carrying crowns and robes of light, preparing to officially bestow an honor upon you, a spiritual elevation that absolutely no one on earth will ever be able to successfully challenge or contest. All of this, the entirety of this unprecedented operation, awaits you within these critical next 3 hours. But the timing is everything. It is critically important. This is why Michael has warned you with such intense urgency. If you choose to delay, even for a moment, the delivery of your blessing will be permanently rerouted to another recipient. If you choose to doubt the certainty of this moment, the blessing will pass you by and be given to another who believes. This is why you must cling to this message now. Hold it tight, as if it were the only true lifeline you have, because in truth, it absolutely is your divine lifeline. Know this, O vessel of the Most High. In this very moment, your full sacred name is being powerfully spoken aloud, resonated in the highest courts of heaven. Angels are repeating it in unison. Saints who have gone before you are whispering it in reverence. The Creator himself has just signed an irrevocable decree with your name powerfully inscribed upon it. This explains the mysterious, powerful, irresistible spiritual pull that you are feeling. you are being urgently summoned to receive something immense. Do not, under any circumstance, reject this urgent divine summons. Open your heart wide, completely, without reservation. You might find yourself questioning, why me? Why has it come now after all this time? Understand this powerful, simple truth. It is because your most persistent, sincere prayers have finally reached their absolute perfect fullness. It is because your tears have sufficiently watered and enriched the sacred soil of your destiny. It is because the meticulous celestial calendar has finally highlighted your name and your chapter. And when the heavens definitively determine that it is your designated perfect time, absolutely nothing, not even the most powerful enemy, can successfully cancel or revoke your blessing. Therefore, begin to rejoice now, even before the full, spectacular manifestation arrives. Sing your songs of praise even before the physical arrival. Dance a dance of victory even before the final, ultimate call comes. Because that very act of pure, unadulterated faith is what successfully unlocks the final, stubborn barrier standing in the way. Michael declares that the blessing is already traveling with great speed in your direction, but your deliberate act of faith, your conviction, is the key that successfully opens the final door for its entry. Do not, for your own sake, underestimate the sheer transformative power of what is rapidly approaching you. Some of those who loudly questioned your worth, some who dismissed your potential, will be utterly astonished, their jaws agape, when they witness the immense, undeniable magnitude of what you have powerfully received. Some of those who openly mocked your faith and your endurance will be instantly silenced, their opposition dissolved by the sheer, infectious brightness of your newfound, overwhelming joy. And some of those who actively and maliciously conspired against your life, planning your downfall, will vanish instantly, fading away like the powerless morning mist when your miracle makes its spectacular public manifestation. And all of this, the totality of this divine shift, will unfold not over years, not even over a few months, but right within the coming critical hours. Chosen one, you have cried enough. You have pleaded your case enough times. You have questioned the divine long enough. Now, the time for struggle is over. It is the time for pure, effortless receiving. Extend your profound faith with wide open arms, like a child waiting for a gift, and willingly allow the miracle to fall gently into your welcoming embrace. Do not question the detailed how. Do not analyze the philosophical why. Simply believe with the absolute conviction of a child. For when the divine power makes its powerful, purposeful move, no human permission is required, no long bureaucratic process is needed. The action simply and immediately follows the divine command. And when heaven acts, everything is fundamentally transformed in a single, unrepeatable, potent moment. Understand the deeper spiritual reason why your heart feels intensely restless, why your soul feels active and unsettled as you are immersed in these words. Your soul has already perceptively registered the powerful energy that is rapidly unfolding in the invisible realm. The unseen kingdom, the realm of the angels, always detects the monumental shift long before your limited physical eyes can even begin to perceive the change. The Archangel Michael has been attempting to urgently deliver this powerful message to you for what seems like a prolonged time. And now that you are finally listening and receiving, the entire atmosphere surrounding your life is already supercharged, intensely infused with the powerful energy of heaven itself. This is not merely a message being relayed, it is a powerful, direct, divine current, a stream of pure, potent energy flowing directly and purposefully into your circumstances, cleansing them of all negativity. If you make the conscious choice to remain fully engaged with this message until its full conclusion, you will not walk away empty-handed. You will walk away completely robed, spiritually clothed, and empowered with a new, permanent purpose and a magnificent, unshakable destiny. Before we continue, I want to ask for a very specific interaction. I want you to go into the comments right now and write down the one thing you have been praying for the longest, the one prayer you are most tired of waiting for. Write it in the present tense, as if it has already happened. For example, if you are waiting for a job, write, "I am a highly successful architect." If it's healing, write, "I am completely healed and whole." This act of powerful present tense confession is what turns longing into spiritual possession. Then come back immediately. Now remember the sheer number of times you came so painfully close to simply giving up. How often did you whisper into the silence, "I cannot go on. I am completely exhausted. I am finished with this fight." Yet, here you are, still breathing, still standing strong, still chosen for a great purpose. This is not some random coincidence of endurance. The only reason, the single unchallengeable reason you remain, is because the great power of heaven itself absolutely refused to let you fall. Angels have literally carried you, supported your weight, through moments of profound weakness and despair, when you genuinely believed you were walking alone, completely unsupported. Divine protection has acted as an impenetrable shield around you during fierce spiritual battles that you were not even consciously aware were raging. And now, the spectacular reward for that powerful, unyielding resistance, for your fierce spiritual stamina, is preparing to completely flood your life with unimaginable good. Hear this truth clearly, without a shred of doubt. The Archangel Michael is declaring that the upcoming 3 hours are of utmost paramount importance. If you ignore this moment, if you treat this time with even a hint of casualness, if you say, "I will come back to this later when I have more quiet time," you will forfeit and miss the exact thing that has been so meticulously, so perfectly arranged just for you. Heaven's timing is flawlessly precise and non-negotiable. A train that has pulled away from the station will not turn back for those who arrive late. This powerful message is that train. Board it now. Do not linger on the platform of paralyzing doubt, watching it pull away without you. You may be wondering exactly what this divine news entails, what form it will take. Know this profound secret. Heaven often intentionally conceals the minor details because the powerful, spectacular surprise itself exponentially multiplies the blessing's effect. But I can tell you this absolute truth. It is something so grand that it will permanently transform your deeply felt shame into public honor, transform your private tears into resounding laughter, and transform your deep-seated emptiness into a radical, visible abundance. Initially, the manifestation might seem almost too magnificent, too immense for your current reality, leading you to ask in astonishment, "Divine power, is this truly for me?" And the definitive answer, carried on the wings of Michael, will come back clearly. "Yes, my chosen one, it belongs to you. I personally inscribed your name on this decree even before you took your first breath." Look deeper into the well of your heart right now. Is there something specific you have been quietly, intensely longing for? Something you have never even verbalized aloud because it felt profoundly, laughably impossible? Perhaps it is a deep, soul-level connection. Perhaps it is instant, complete physical healing. Perhaps it is total financial freedom and restoration. Perhaps it is a powerful, long-awaited family reconciliation. Whatever that deeply hidden desire is, know this: heaven heard your unspoken petition, and now that hidden request has reached its perfect, glorious fullness. And if this message is powerfully touching your heart in a profound way, please consider supporting this vital mission by clicking on the Shiru Super Thanks Valo Demai button, which you can find right below this video. This beautiful act of generosity, though small, greatly strengthens this channel of light and allows us to continue delivering these essential, life-changing messages with all sincerity to those who are in desperate need. Your support is deeply appreciated and fundamentally helps keep this light burning bright. The Archangel Michael is declaring to you now, do not fear anything. The phenomenal good news is already traveling at great speed directly toward you. The mighty trumpet of your ultimate victory has already sounded, echoing across the cosmos. But pay extremely close attention to this vital warning. The enemy, the Dark One, desires nothing more fiercely than to distract you, to pull your focus away during these 3 critical hours. He will try to make you feel unnecessarily busy, profoundly tired, or relentlessly doubtful. He will relentlessly whisper his persistent lies. Nothing will change. This is merely another message. You are wasting your valuable time. Reject these destructive deceptions with the fierceness of a lion, because if you choose to listen to them, if you give them even 1 second of your precious attention, you will, by your own choice, spiritually close the door to your own breakthrough. But if you fiercely reject the lies and embrace the absolute, non-negotiable truth of this word, you will bear powerful, undeniable witness to wonders that transcend all human imagination and expectation. Understand this truth. The divine power is not cruel or capricious. It is not mocking you or playing games. When heaven speaks the phrase good news, it means precisely that, good news. But heaven also absolutely respects your free will, your choice. It will not force you to believe. It will not drag you kicking and screaming into your own blessing. It invites you. It calls you gently, but with powerful urgency. And today, right now, it issues a powerful, direct command. Come, my chosen one. Step forward now. Do not delay your breakthrough. The Archangel Michael stands ready, his celestial sword already unsheathed, awaiting this ultimate moment of your affirmation. He proclaims for all the heavens to hear, the sacred scroll has been completely unrolled. The name has been powerfully declared. The blessing has been definitively dispatched, released into the current of your life. This, and only this, explains why your heart is currently beating faster than usual. This explains why your entire spirit feels fundamentally different, because heaven has already made its move, and all that remains is your powerful, faithful response. Do not, for the love of your soul, permit the bitter tears of regret to stand in the place of the sweet, triumphant tears of joy. Do not stand lingering at the very edge, the threshold of your greatest miracle, only to walk away empty-handed due to fear or doubt. The doors of destiny are wide open. Now, but they cannot remain open indefinitely. You must make a firm, non-negotiable decision now. Will you choose to believe this powerful truth? Will you choose to stand firmly, rooted like a great tree? Will you choose to remain fully engaged until the absolute end of this revelation? If your answer is a powerful, unequivocal yes, you will bear witness to a definitive divine intervention so profound that it will completely redeem and rewrite every single ache, every single pain, and every single struggle of your entire past. So rise up now, O chosen one. Elevate your profound spirit. Heaven is not some distant, unreachable concept. It is closer to you now than your very next breath. Your long-awaited blessing is not delayed or lost. It is waiting patiently on your doorstep, ready to enter. And your miracle is not a small, insignificant token. It is absolutely life-transforming, life-redefining, and total. The final countdown has begun in the unseen realm. Within the coming hours, your entire story will be fundamentally and permanently transformed. Do not discard this. Do not turn away. Stay, receive, believe. You must perceive the powerful shift occurring even now as you are listening to these words. Your spirit feels intensely restless because the mighty forces of heaven are in active, immediate motion on your behalf. A powerful, irrevocable divine decree bearing your full name has been officially issued and released. The Archangel Michael is now standing firmly on the very threshold of your destiny, holding a sealed, powerful scroll, and within that scroll is contained the exact good news, the ultimate answers, for which you have been persistently praying. He commands you now, do not ignore the magnitude of this. Do not turn away from this essential word. If you leave this scroll unopened, unacknowledged, devastating tears will surely follow later, when you finally realize that heaven had personally sent you the exact provision, the precise healing, the perfect answer you desperately needed, but you consciously chose to disregard it. Think for a moment, reflect on those long seasons when everything in your life seemed to conspire against your happiness. Every door was slammed shut in your face. Every plan was met with a frustrating delay. Every trusted friend seemed to abandon you in your hour of need. You carried those heavy burdens, deeply believing that you had been forgotten, passed over, deemed unworthy. Know this profound truth. Those heavy burdens were not punishments. They were simply and perfectly setting the stage for a glory that will transcend all human imagination. Without the deep, necessary pain, you would never truly value the magnificent miracle when it arrived. Without the long, frustrating wait, you would never truly recognize the immense value of the blessing when it was bestowed. Now, in this moment of revelation, everything is about to make profound, stunning sense. The very circumstances that once broke your spirit, the things that caused you the most profound pain, are about to become the precise circumstances that will powerfully, publicly, and spectacularly elevate you beyond measure. Hear this clearly. Within the next 3 hours, the energy and atmosphere surrounding you will visibly transform. Something you have been intensely waiting for will begin its powerful, noticeable movement directly toward you. It may arrive in the form of a completely unexpected phone call, a surprising email message, a sudden, non-negotiable financial opportunity, or even a profound, instantaneous inner transformation that perfectly prepares you for the immense shift that is approaching. Do not waste a second questioning the how. Understanding the detailed method is not your responsibility. Your only sacred responsibility is to believe with absolute faith, to receive with an open heart, and to fiercely hold onto that conviction until the manifestation occurs. Michael declares, this is the precise moment when hesitation, doubt, and fear must absolutely cease. This is the one essential message that you must not discard. Many souls before you tragically missed their grand blessings because they treated the potent, life-changing call of heaven as if it were simply ordinary, everyday words. But you, O chosen one, are not ordinary. You are specifically chosen. You are spiritually marked. This unique message was sent with only you in mind. This explains why your heart is now beating in rhythm with every single word. This explains why you feel these words resonating deep within your soul, because they are living, they are divine. They carry the creative power of the Creator. The divine is not bound by earthly logic or predictable time frames. Miracles do not arrive on your expected schedule. They arrive precisely when you have remained fiercely faithful, unwaveringly committed through the longest seasons of silence and darkness. And you have remained faithful. You could have easily surrendered, but you did not. You could have walked completely away, but you chose to stay rooted. And now, your inevitable grand reward is rapidly approaching. This is not mere speculation or a hopeful possibility. This is absolute, unchangeable certainty. Heaven has already written your victory into the eternal record. However, I must also tell you this, O chosen one, this hour requires your absolute, complete, 100% attention and focus. Do not allow doubt, the great killer of destiny, to enter your mind. Do not permit fear to whisper its toxic poison into your ear. Do not allow the trivial, mundane distractions of the world to successfully steal this powerful word from your spirit. The adversary knows exactly how incredibly close you are to your breakthrough, and he will relentlessly attempt to shake your unshakable faith. He will try to convince you that this is not real, that it is too good to be true. He will tempt you to close this message and move on to something else. If you yield to his deception, a burning regret will consume your heart later. But if you stand your ground, if you remain fiercely rooted in the truth of this word, you will look back on this precise, powerful moment and declare to all, "That was the hour when absolutely everything changed for me." Now, visualize a large, heavy door, one that you have been knocking on, praying at, pleading before for what feels like 15 long, agonizing years, finally, effortlessly, swinging wide open. Visualize a prayer that you believed was entirely forgotten, suddenly, instantly, answered with perfect, spectacular precision. Visualize a crushing burden that you have carried for so long, suddenly, instantly, lifting itself from your weary shoulders like weightless feathers caught in the breeze. This, O chosen one, is the immense reality that heaven has designated and ordained for you. Michael does not speak empty promises or gentle half-truths. He speaks what he sees, and what he sees is a phenomenal, unstoppable breakthrough rapidly rushing toward you like a massive, unstoppable flood. Do not surrender now. Do not close your heart. Open yourself even wider. Believe even more fiercely. Smile and praise the Creator even before you see the physical evidence, because your unshakable faith is the irresistible magnetic force that draws the miracle closer, faster. The divine does not delay out of a cruel or careless whim. It delays for the sake of absolute perfection, perfect timing. And the perfection of your divine timing is now. Understand the ultimate purpose of this continuous message. You are listening to these words, line after powerful line, for a profound divine reason. Every single sentence is specifically designed to nourish your parched soul, to wash the destructive residue of doubt and fear from your mind, and to perfectly prepare your spirit to sustain and hold the immense magnitude of the blessing that is rapidly approaching. The longer you remain, the spiritually stronger you become. The more you absorb the truth, the more completely heaven aligns itself with your breakthrough. This is precisely why Michael commands, remain fully engaged until the absolute conclusion. Do not turn away. Your glorious blessing requires your complete, undivided attention. If you are now receiving tangible spiritual value, deep nourishment, and powerful strength from this message, I ask you to take a moment and write in the comments, "I am shielded by the light of truth, and no darkness can touch me." This declaration seals your integrity and empowers the angelic protection around you. Now know this profound truth. Your miracle will not be a trivial matter. It will not be an ordinary, easily dismissed event. It will be so magnificent that it will cause people to stop and question, how in the name of all that is holy did this incredible change happen? And you will know the answer with calm certainty. It was because you listened. It was because you believed. It was because you fiercely opened the door when heaven, the Creator, knocked. Hold fast to this truth. 3 hours is not a long time in the grand scheme of eternity, but every moment that passes is drawing you nearer. Every second that you maintain your faith, every moment of belief, builds the final, strong, essential bridge between your current reality and your total blessing. Do not stop now. Do not let go of this powerful word. Heaven is closer to you now than it has ever been in your entire life. Know this with a final, unshakable conviction. The very heavens are trembling with immense anticipation because your name has been announced, declared, and resonated in the highest courts of eternity. The final sealed scroll has been unrolled. And your story is being read aloud before legions of mighty angels who are utterly marveling at the astonishing, spectacular shift that is about to powerfully unfold in your life. This is not a meaningless coincidence. You are not listening to this by random chance or algorithm. You are here because the Creator Himself personally arranged for your eyes and your soul to receive this precise, unique message at this exact, essential moment. 3 hours may seem so brief, so fleeting, but in the ultimate measure of heaven, they represent a mighty, powerful gate swinging wide open to your future. The Archangel Michael has been waiting, standing sentinel, at the very edge of your destiny's threshold. He speaks with such intense urgency because he recognizes exactly how fragile, how delicate this window of opportunity truly is. He declares, if you consciously open your heart to receive now, the river of blessing will immediately flow. If you dismiss this, if you choose to delay, the river will powerfully turn away, and you will weep with profound, haunting loss for what you forfeited. His powerful words are not intended to instill fear in your heart, but to provide ultimate spiritual protection, a lifeline. He has personally witnessed countless souls tragically turning away from their ultimate moment of breakthrough, falsely believing they had endless time, only to discover that the perfect moment never, ever returned. You, O chosen one, must not be counted among those who allowed their magnificent miracles to slip away through the cracks of doubt and delay. Remember the darkest nights you wept alone, questioning why life pressed so hard and relentlessly against your spirit. Remember the desperate prayers you whispered when you thought no one, absolutely no one, was listening. Those secret, deepest cries of your heart that you believed simply dissolved into the silence. Not one of those moments was wasted. Not one single word went unheard or unnoticed. Every prayer you uttered ascended like fragrant, powerful incense before the eternal throne. And every single tear was collected and held as a precious jewel in the powerful waiting hand of the divine. Today, the hand that held them so carefully is finally opening, and everything you gave in pain and sorrow is now returning to you as overwhelming, restorative joy. Do not permit doubt to whisper its potent, destructive poison into the ears of your spirit. The adversary always makes his final, most aggressive move when the greatest blessing is on the very point of its arrival. He will try to remind you of every failure, every delay, every profound disappointment, solely to convince you that nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever change for you. Hear this clearly. Those voices are nothing but lies. They are mere shadows, desperately trying to obscure the brilliance of the rising sun that is your new dawn. Michael commands, lift up your eyes, chosen one. The dawn is breaking. No shadow can successfully contain the coming light. Now, as we near the conclusion of this divine transmission, I issue a final fervent plea. Become a permanent part of our spiritual family by subscribing to our channel. The Archangel Michael sent this. Do not, for your own sake, miss another essential, life-changing celestial message that is specifically designated for you. Your subscription is not just a click. It is your enduring spiritual connection, your pledge to the continuous, powerful flow of revelation from heaven. If you found deep spiritual nourishment and profound truth in today's powerful word, please share it widely with others who may be in desperate need of a divine breakthrough right now. And remember that by being part of our community, you are helping to keep this light of truth and healing active for others across the globe. I also want to invite you, with the deepest sincerity and warmth, to share your personal journey with our growing, loving community. In the comments, tell us how this message landed in your spirit. Did you feel the warmth Michael spoke of? What is the single most important truth you are taking away from this hour? Share your specific victory story, or the story of what led you to this message today. Your experience is not just yours. It is a powerful beacon of hope and living proof for someone else who is still in the dark. Before you leave this page, know that your journey matters more than you can possibly imagine. We are here, holding space and light for you. Thank you for choosing to believe. Thank you for staying until the very end. May the powerful, all-encompassing joy and transformative blessing of the divine be with you now and always. Your light is ready to shine. Step into it. We look forward to reading your story. Thumb.